Jason here, getting set for the weekend, Jackie, and tomorrow is a big day for comic book lovers.
So we are telling you that it's Free Comic Book Day on Saturday, but we're saying, where can we go? Where's a great place to go and get a great comic book? Well, we're going to tell you right now.
JCD and Hobby, of course, and Jason Shreve is in there with us, showing off some of the comics and some of the things you guys are going to have available tomorrow, right?
Just a small sampling of what we got. We've got these are the free comics. There's 100 different titles that the comic book companies specifically make every day for this event. So it's something new. That's something that has not been put out. So that's something we order 3,000 or 4,000 of.
Okay. So that's how many you're going to have.
Oh yeah, and we'll have them at both locations to give out.
Okay, tell everybody where your locations are before we go any further.
Southeast 14th Street next to Planet Fitness and Valley West Mall top level. So both locations.
So if I show up and I'm like, okay, I'm here for Free Comic Book Day.
We'll have tables set up, and these will be walk down. You can pick one of each title, so everybody can get what they would like.
Really? Okay.
We're also giving away 10,000 comics ourselves. So we're pre-bagging bags of 10. And we've got 1,000 of those bags made up, and everybody that comes in will get a bag.
Cool.
Of random comics. So they'll be able to pick out the free comics.
Stepping it up, aren't you?
Oh, over 13,000 free comics we're giving away.
Wow.
So that's just.
And that's just tomorrow.
That's just tomorrow.
And titles people would recognize.
Oh, all the free comic books day? Oh yeah, it's all stuff that. It'll get them. The Avengers is going to be a big one that people want to read.
Right.
So we've got a lot of stuff like that.
This weekend.
And plus, they keep coming out with Ninja Turtles, different things that are still popular now. So they're trying to get people interested in the stuff that's out.
And a variety for all ages, for kids and adults.
From 5 years old up to 50. So I mean, there's no.
All right, now you brought some other things with you as well. Now when it comes to comic books, these things, again, they're taking off again when it comes to popularity.
Speculative buying, a lot of guys will grade this stuff, they'll put them in encapsulation, and it just quadruples the value in what they are. Like an example is this Rocket, first appearance of Rocket right here. Okay. When Guardians of the Galaxy came out, this was a $15 comic book. In this condition, it's mid-grade, it's $100. If I get it in mint condition, it's $500.
Really? For a comic book?
So 2 years ago, you could buy this comic book for $20 all day long.
Wow.
But because that movie came out and everyone knew who
it was everybody's favorite character.
that raccoon was, they're like, we got to have that comic now.
And the next one right now is Avengers, and the big guy that's in that, spoiler alert, Vision. So Vision comic book you could buy for $500 to $800 in medium grade. Now a mint condition of that is $3,000 to $4,000, and that's selling at that price. It's not people just asking that price. It has gone through the roof. And that's what comic books have come into with all these movies coming out, is the speculative buying on who's going to be the first appearance of this next character, which drives the market up.
Yeah, Green Lantern, he was just in here a little while ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's one, and this one here, price tag on this one is $159.
Yep. And tomorrow, all our back issue comics, so every comic book we have tomorrow will be half price. So these will all be half whatever they're marked.
Really?
Yes, so at both locations. So when we have probably 150,000 comics, that'll be half price tomorrow.
I guess from a politeness standpoint, you're going to have people come in, grab stuff, and leave, and I guess we'd encourage people to take a look around. You know?
Well, that's fine. It gets them, if you can, find something that your kids like and enjoy. Would you rather have them read a comic book than sit around and play a video game?
Yes.
Yeah.
And some of the schools are getting involved with this. We donate thousands of comics every year to the schools. We make sure they're kid appropriate and something that they'd be interested in, because you can get the kids to read this. Like I said, it's much better than sitting around wasting time playing video games all the time. And I like to play video games.
Are comic books what they used to be? I mean, these are worth something because the artistry is incredible. A lot of work put into these. Is it going to be the same with ones that you're going to get today?
The free ones, not so much. I mean, it's giving people the opportunity to read something and hopefully pick up this. Now, the stories are going to be great because, like, these guys spend a lot of time making sure that they don't want to give out something that no one's going to be interested in. They want you to read that and be like, wow, I want the next issue. And a lot of these are lead-ins. They're number ones that will lead into the series that's coming up, so then they can go in and get stuff like that.
You brought some thicker tomes here too. What do you call these? Graphic novels?
Graphic novels, compilations. So a lot of comic books today are written in arcs. So you have 6-issue story arcs, so you read 1 through 6. Well, the hard part of collecting comic books is there's always one that's worth more money and no one wants to pay the extra, so you'd miss out on that story. Well, these take those 6 issues and put them in one book. So you can sit down pretty much and read that. It may not be the whole story, but it gives you a story of that.
Now hold that first one up because that'll get a lot of folks' attention.
Well, I was going to say, a lot of movies, TV shows, they're all based off of comic books.
All the stuff that's just the WB itself with the Arrow.
Right,
and
Flash.
I thought that stuff is huge right now. I got customers talking about it like crazy, and that stuff is driving the price. Flash comic books have gone.
Really?
Oh yes, exponentially.
Okay.
Yes.
Keep that in mind.
Wow. Yeah. So a lot of things in our life are based off of comic books. So why not go to the original thing and
These guys
check
have
it out?
they have the creative. They can do whatever they want. So I mean, a lot of the Marvel and DC are kind of stuck with what they have because they're the continuity issues.
It's success too.
Exactly. But then you got Image with The Walking Dead, and so Image is pulling all these creators and guys that were on Marvel and DC to create their own books. And some of the most phenomenal stuff that's coming out is what's coming out in the Image titles, is because they have no boundaries. They can do whatever they want. They can create it, and they'll put it out. So tomorrow, all our graphic novels will be 35% off, and we've got thousands of those.
All right, so let's review again. You have the comic books at your place tomorrow, both locations, half price.
All of them. Yep.
All of
no exceptions. Everything we have
Even
in the
this
store
one here that's $184,
be half price tomorrow.
half price tomorrow. Check that out, $184.
And these are all 60s and 70s, so it's stuff you're not going to find laying around most
Just
of the time.
anywhere.
No, they're keys.
Okay, and then of course we're going to have the comic books, the free ones that you guys are going to have the biggest selection I've heard of anybody.
13,000 I'm giving away, and I mean that's no exaggeration. I had my guys bagging this stuff up yesterday. They were up to 750 bags and 10 in each bag. And they're like, this is taking longer. I'm like, I know it was. We'll get it ready. So they'll have that wrap. I have 4 people starting today. That's all they'll be doing is finishing up those bags.
Wow.
So if I'm going to give 10,000 away, I'm going to give 10,000 away. I want to make sure that's exactly what I said. So
That is great. And what time do you open tomorrow?
9:30 on Southeast 14th, 10 o'clock at Valley West Mall.
All right, so I think there'll be a lot of people going through those
Yeah,
doors.
free comic book day. You might be wondering, where am I going to go? Well, we're telling you right
There it
now
is.
with some extra goodies on top.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.